Nanoparticles, lasers, and liquids. How do these go together? Well, like you, I'm full of questions. My name is Keith, and together we'll have a closer look into the works of Brave Analytics and get to know the founders and team of the deep tech startup which was set up at the Medical University in the city of Graz, Austria. Let's start with him. This is Christian Hill, the company's CEO and CTO. He's a biophysicist and studied the theory of Nobel Prize winner Arthur Ashkin, in which laser light can be used to trap and set particles in motion. Christian has realized its innovative potential for solving one of the most challenging life science issues, which is measuring and characterizing nanoparticles. A passion for lasers combined with an entrepreneurial mindset led to crossing paths with biomedical engineer Gerhard Pröstliner in 2013. Their first meeting ultimately led to the foundation of the research project Brave Analytics. Working together with a multinational team of physicists, developers, and engineers, they applied the physical principles and mathematical theories that led to the development of the OptoFluidic Force Induction technology. But wait, let's back up a little. What exactly is this OptoFluidic Force Induction technology and these nanoparticles I keep mentioning? First of all, nanoparticles are particles that are the size of a few billionths of a meter. You see this tennis ball? Well, a nanometer is to a tennis ball what a tennis ball is to the Earth. Mind-blowing, isn't it? And it gets even crazier. The size of a nanoparticle impacts the effectiveness of a vaccination, for example. They serve to transport nutrients, information, and have many more essential tasks in all living organisms. Scientists are still discovering the principles behind nano, setting the foundation for sheer endless numbers of innovations and products. And the optofluidic force induction? Well, the principle of the OF2i technology is based on a targeted de-acceleration of nanoparticles in liquids with the aid of laser light forces. Everybody got that? Don't worry. We'll get into it a little bit more with these guys. Remember them? Chris, tell us a little something about your background and why lasers?
Well, with my background in biophysics, light and its various properties have always been very important for me to decipher the secrets of life itself, you could say. But one property always stuck out to me was that light can really move things, optical forces. And when I started to look into this, I found the leading scientist, Mr. Arthur Ashkin, and he really described how to use the lasers to really move, squeeze, turn, trap objects, and my mind was blowing. He also got the Nobel Prize in 2018 for his groundbreaking work.
Yeah, it's incredible stuff. How did you come up with the idea of using those light forces in particular to measure nanoparticles?
Well, it was already back during my master thesis where I concerned myself with particle characterization using technology based on Brownian motion, and I used them to measure size and different properties, but also to separate them. And it was always a very fragile process and sometimes not accurate enough. So I thought, well, why not introducing forces and motion itself using laser forces? And it was then only a few years later, let's say, to come up how to really put the contraption together, and OptoFluidic Force Induction was there.
How far would you like to go with your idea?
Well, technologically we have lots of ideas, going towards single particle analytics or predictive maintenance using spectroscopic approaches to really give feedback to the production process itself. But we are guided through this one idea that we think in times like this, it really needs affordable, effective, but also reliable critical products, especially in biotech and pharma. And we at Brave, we can contribute through our sensor platforms to give feedback to those production processes, to reduce waste, to reduce cost, but also increase quality itself.
Thanks so much for your time, Chris.
You're welcome.
Gerhard, please tell us a little bit more about how your research became Brave.
Sure. So when we were still a research project at the Medical University of Graz, we had our lab demonstrator on this massive optical table. And curious scientists heard about our technology and they approached us, brought us their samples because they wanted to see how they look like in our measurement device. We did the characterization and then we shared the results, and they were super excited about how to see how the particles move, and also because you really see each and every particle. And we got this feedback, okay, there is a demand for such technologies out there. So we decided, okay, we have to go and build a prototype which is automated and also portable, so we can go to our potential customers. Pretty much at the same time, we were invited to a pitch presentation. And after the talk, one of the participants approached us and asked, can you really measure nanoparticles continuously and in real time? And we said, yeah, sure, that's exactly what we claim. So yeah, that's what we are working on. But can you also do it 24 hours, fully automatically? And we thought a bit and said, okay, well, we have to tweak around a bit, but basically, as we measure them in a continuous flow, it should be possible. So he gave us his business card and said, okay, guys, we should talk. And this was the start of a very fruitful cooperation with one of our now industrial cooperation partners. And we realized it opened up totally a new horizon, or another horizon aside this scientific research equipment, but the industrial ones. Because there is a huge need in these nanoparticle production processes for in-process quality control, because they're still based on manual interaction, which is of course quite a bit of work. So they are looking for technologies that automate that. And then we applied for several other national and European fundings, and together with industrial corporations, we were able to found Brave Analytics, which translates and also exploits this technology, this OF2i technology, towards new measurement devices for research, but also for industry.
Amazing. Thanks so much for your time, Gerhard.
You're more than welcome.
Fascinating. So from this simple idea of measuring nanoparticles using light, they were developing a whole new approach, resulting in a whole new technology. But that's not the end of the road. It's only the beginning in learning how Brave Analytics was formed. Now, I absolutely can't wait to learn more about how all this technology actually works.